Along with the other two vegetables, celery and onions, carrots are the primary vegetables, which means it can be used in a lot of different ways. It also is used clear around the world. And actually, you know, they think that the carrot originated in Afghanistan because it has the widest number of varieties of wild carrots in the world. So today we're going to focus on the fresh vegetable, but I also wanted to show you the diversity of other items that you can get in the store that also contain carrots. In addition to canned carrots that are just carrots, you can get carrots and peas, a very popular dish for people. And you can get that in the can, and you can also get it frozen. Now, when you're using it frozen, you don't thaw it, you just pour it directly into the dish. Especially if you're doing something like stir fry, or if you're adding this to a stew, you just dump it in unthawed. Now, the other thing they have nowadays is microwavable containers you can take to lunches. And you just peel back the top and you microwave these, and this is pure carrots. They also have carrots frozen by themselves. These are called crinkle cut, which are kind of nice because it gives it a different flavor, and it's one of those things that takes a lot of time in your kitchen. You already buy it, all done. Then for lunches, they have these single ones with quite a few little carrots in there that have the ranch dressing with it. They're called dipping sticks. And then they also have it where you can buy it for the whole week. You get 6 of them or 5 of them, one for each day of the week. It comes with ranch dressing, and then each one of the carrots bags, there's like a few carrots inside. And it's those little baby carrots, or the carrots that have been they cut up a big carrot, make it to lots of little carrots. And then the surprising thing is you can get carrot juice all by itself in some stores. It's not as popular as others, but this one is called orange mango juice. And one of the ingredients is carrots. They didn't put carrots down here. I guess they figured we wouldn't buy it. But it's oranges and mangoes and carrots and sweet potatoes. And that's what's in this drink. It is absolutely delicious. Another way for kids to eat carrots and not even know it. Okay? Now, aside from those, which are pretty much open and eat, or add to whatever you're already doing, the nice thing about frozen and canned is that it's all done. You don't have to slice it. You don't have to clean it. It's ready for you to use. But there are those times when you want to have the raw carrots. So I wanted to show you what you can buy in raw, fresh carrots. You can buy a regular carrot, comes out of the ground. These are 3 different sizes that are here that I found. You can buy the bags that have about this size carrot, or you can get the smaller ones even in here. So that's how you can buy raw carrots. Now, the interesting thing about raw carrots is that they're very high in beta-carotene and they're very high in vitamin A. But if most people pick up their peeler and they start to peel these carrots, when you do that, you'll notice on this side is the skin that you think you want to have, and on this side is carrot. And between that skin and that carrot you just took off, a lot of your vitamins and a lot of the nutrient of carrots. So I want to show you a different way. Most of the vegetables that come into our stores nowadays are not very dirty because it's the way they have been grown and it's the way they are cleaned after they have been picked. So what I would like to suggest, this is the carrot just as I bought it. It has the skin on it, and there's none of the white roots on it. There's no leaves, although some people think the leaves makes it tastier and taste fresher. So what I would like to suggest is that there is no dirt on this carrot. I cannot see any. But what I do is I take my mushroom brush and I just brush it off. And you'll notice there's some orange coming off down there. Oops. And this doesn't matter if I'm going to eat it raw or if I'm going to eat it cooked. And then I consider that clean. And then you cut off, you cut off the end that has where the leaves were. Cut that off. And then down at the other end, you'll notice that it's turned a little dark. You want to cut that off, because that's where, things can get in. And then you can eat it like this. You could slice it up and cook it like that, or you can slice it smaller and cook it like that. This is what you would do for stews, to add. You might want to keep it this size if you were going to sit it next to your roast in the pot with the roast, just so that, because they're going to get really soft when they get cooked. Or there's the other way of doing it. is cutting it the long way. And you'll see down the middle is the stem line. This is what goes down to the main root. And sometimes that can be tough. And if it is, cut it in half, cut it in fourths, and you can see it's right there. And then you can just, oops, if you can make it stand up, you can just cut down and cut out the core if it's tough. This one would not have been tough because you could barely see it. Okay, so when you get that, get it fixed the way you want to do it, put some water in a pan. Put them in the pan, no matter which way you wanted to have them. Cooking carrots 3 to 5 minutes releases the beta carotene so that it is more absorbable by our bodies. So you can boil them and you can steam them, you can mash them, you can fry them, but you can also bake them. Think of carrot cake, a nutritious dessert. You bring those to a boil and cook them about 10 to 15 minutes. This is if you're going to serve them just as carrots. Now the other option you could do is cook them even longer, get them soft, and you can actually mash these like potatoes. You have to cook them about, probably 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, and that would be best if they were sliced, it would cook faster. It's also a way to mash them up after they're with the roast in the oven. So that is the basic parts of how to do the fresh carrots by themselves. Now, when you're selecting them in the store, this is like a perfect carrot. You see how it tapers really gently down to the point? It's not limp. You know, it stands up, it doesn't bend over. You want to be sure the ends aren't squishy, that something has kept them wet and they've gotten squishy. This is the best way to pick them. Now, some people don't like this because at this end, there's harder stuff than at that end. You can just cut out what you don't want to use. So go to my website. I have a fact sheet about carrots, have a lot more information about what you can do with carrots. And mashed carrots is one of those things that people don't think of, but you can eat them, mix them in with other vegetables like potatoes. You could also mix them in with sweet potatoes. Can't even tell they're there. So go to my website, get the fact sheet, and keep on eating carrots.